Yo, what's up, family? Yo, check this one out. I'm gonna call this video real simple, false advertisement. What made me think about doing this one is them dumbass Oscars. You know, the awards, the Academy shows, all this nonsense, right? That's what made me think about doing this. But I'm gonna touch on a bunch of other false advertisements. But what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the awards and all this, the Oscars, is how it's straight up false advertisement. Shame on all you celebrities, especially you black celebrities. They send y'all invitations to your houses and all that, and they tell y'all to come to these awards, and they sporadically sit you around in the front row and all over at the awards, but they give you nothing. Nothing. And they do this and have been doing this since forever. So now the cameras are always a show. Oh, look, there's Will Smith. Oh, there's Denzel Washington. There's Angela Bassett. They make sure they show all the top black actors that, yeah, they here, but they give you nothing. And meanwhile, they insult you by giving the white actresses and actors awards that you surpass them by large margins, but they give it to them, but not you. But they make sure when they promoting the show, they make sure they promote all y'all names, but give you nothing. Why is you even going? Because they using your name to sell more tickets and get people to watch. That's like what Eminem, I remember Eminem said that many years ago, the rapper Eminem. He made a very clear point. He said, They send me invitations to go to these awards. I get to the awards and they let some less talented musicians win awards over him, but the camera keeps showing him in the audience. False advertisement. See, now, just recently, the awards, they was making a big deal because Jamie Lee Curtis received the award for that nonsense movie Halloween. I mean, what is it? Halloween 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60? It's ridiculous. The movie's a freaking joke. Halloween 20, Halloween 30. Like, this is nonsense with this Joker. But we're going to give her an award. But you don't give Angela Bassett an award, right? Right? So now he's making a big deal saying that she didn't clap when Curtis got her award. So what? So what? I'm not here to kiss your butt. First of all you celebrities are fools for showing up. And they've been doing this since forever. They get you to be there. They use your names to sell more tickets and get more popularity, but give you nothing. Speaking of Jamie Lee Curtis, let me give you more false advertisement. Remember she used to do those commercials, Activia? Remember, Activia was claiming that it has ingredients in their yogurts that surpasses all the other yogurts, and that it boosts your immune system. Well, they proved that wrong. Pull it up. Don't believe me. Pull up the information. And Activia got sued for that. False advertisement. Sounds familiar to you? You see what I'm saying? This is what they do. False advertising. How many times you've seen a commercial or something where it tells you, oh, you could buy the car and you could bargain for your own price for a car. Remember that commercial that's going on now? They got everybody believing you pick your own price for the car. Okay, be a sucker if you want. False advertisement. Be a sucker if you want. Go ahead and go online and so-called pick the, you're going to see you're getting suckered. Remember Disney? I already did a video on this where I said how they said Florida residents get a discount. Well, guess what? You find out there is no discount for Florida residents. Disney running false advertisement, because the advertisement on the commercials when they run it clearly say and only say Florida residents gets a discount. But when you go to Disney and you're a Florida resident, you show your ID, you find out it's all front. It's a front. You know what their discount is? Like I said in the video, is that you got to be there 3 days or more. By that time, you done spent over $1,000 just for them to give you a $6 discount. Ridiculous. Or tell you, oh, your discount is for park hopping. This is a front. Always a front. I remember my wife many years ago. How many of y'all got this one? False advertisement. I remember we received a key, a so-called key to a vehicle in the mail, and it had this thing in the back stuck to this pamphlet, whatever, right? And it said, you have the chance to win a new car. As soon as I seen that, I said, that's false advertisement. That's some bull crap. But my wife was so geared and going, no, but babe, we should check it out. We should check it out. I said, babe, I'm telling you, this is nonsense. This is false advertising. This is only to get you to come to their company, and then they want you to buy a car or whatever it is they sell. So I'm steady telling it to my wife over and over, but she's still so bent on, but babe, we should at least check it out. We should at least check it out. So I said, okay, all right, I hate to say I told you so, but I'm going to prove my point. We're going to go. We got time in our hands. What did we do? We drove to the place. We get there. And when we get there, next thing you know, they say, oh, yeah, we're glad you guys came. Would you like some coffee, some donuts? All buttering us up, right? Like a bagel. They buttering us up real nice. They chew us down, right? Next thing you know, we said, yeah, well, here's our key. We want to see our chances on winning. They said, oh, yeah, but before we get into that, we want to sit you down with one of our representatives. Man, we sit there, we like, yo, why is they running through all this? I already know it's a bull junk. False advertising. So anyway, to make a long story short, they finally get down to the nitty gritty. Guess what the nitty gritty was? They go, do you guys travel? Do you guys go on vacation? We was like, yeah, we do often. They said, oh, this is going to be wonderful for you guys. You guys can get a timeshare and you can get this. And I said, I'm not interested in that. They said, yeah, well, they had this whole thing, this room where they took us to try to buy some doggone timeshare. I said, look, I'm not here for that, and I definitely don't want no timeshare. I'm here just for the key because I wanted to prove to my wife. They said, oh, well, if you only put down $1,200, you can get this and this and that. I said, ma'am, I am not interested in no timeshare. We just here for the key thing. We want to follow through with this. Man, this lady was so upset. And then finally, she said, okay, well, well, you did bring the key. Well, here's the thing. You just got to scratch off these three. Just need to scratch off these three things and see if you win a new car. Guess what? We scratched off the first one. Loser. And then she said, oh, well, you get one more shot. And then so we scratched off another one. It said, not a winner. I said, all of them say loser. And then I said to my wife, I said, I hate to say it, but I told you so. False advertisement. This was just to get you to come to their business, and then they want to sell you other stuff, AKA the awards. They get you celebrities to come to promote their award show, but they give you nothing. False advertisement. We all unfortunately play victim to this nonsense, but it's up to you to pay attention and don't be suckered to letting someone use you to advertise their stuff. Let me give you another example. Let me give you two great classical movies. One being the old movie with Kid and Play, House Party. The other one being the old movie Car Wash. Now watch this. False advertisement. Watch this. Let's go with the first one, House Party. Remember the movie House Party? Starring the two old school rappers, Kid, light-skinned guy, and Play, the dark-skinned guy, right? Kid and Play. Starring them. It was their movie, right? Now, in that movie, he had a bunch of actors, Gina from Martin Show, Tyrese's mother and Baby Boy, whatever. It was a bunch of different actors. But the movie was starring Kid and Play, right? Movie was a success, all right? You remember who the DJ was in that movie? Do y'all? Y'all remember who the DJ was? Well, let me tell you who the DJ was if you don't. The DJ was Martin Lawrence. They called him Dragon Breath because he had stinky breath. But anyway, Martin Lawrence was a DJ. He had a small part in the movie. Do you know, after that movie came out and was such a success, years later, many years later, the movie would come on TV. Now, many years later, remember, Martin became a huge comedian, upstate, on-stage comedian. He had the show Martin. He had multiple other movies. He's a huge success now. But anytime that movie, House Party, when he wasn't big, anytime that movie would come on in this current day now, and they would play it, you know what they would say? All right, back to our movie starring Martin Lawrence. This is false advertisement. It was not starring Martin Lawrence. See, but they would use his name because he's the biggest star in that movie now. But when the movie came out, he wasn't even known. You see how they do? This is what they do, false advertising. Now let's go on to the next movie. Remember I said Car Wash. Y'all remember the old classical movie Car Wash? But let me tell you something about that movie. That movie had no individual one big star in the movie. It was a collaboration of multiple actors in there. You know, like you had Abdul, he was the angry Muslim guy. You know, Bill Duke. Remember, we had the guy, the Fly, with the big afro. You know, you had a bunch of jokers. Their boss, Malik, you had a bunch of different actors, but there was no one big star in that movie. Nobody was. It was just an everyday thing at a job type of movie that we could all relate to if you work, blue collar workers. But anyway, watch this. Just like the Martin Lawrence thing, watch this, false advertisement. Do you know, in that movie, although there was no big stars, Richard Pryor had a small, maybe 2-minute scene in the movie. 2 minutes in the whole damn movie. But because Richard Pryor was such a big icon comedian and in multiple movies and big time known, anytime when that movie would come on, you know what they would say? Back to our program, Car Wash, starring Richard Pryor. Nonsense. Remember, it was Richard Pryor and the Pointer Sisters. Remember, because they were singing that song, you got to believe in something. Why not believe in me? Y'all remember that song, right? But remember, Richard Pryor might have had 1.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes in the whole movie. But because he was such a big icon, they used his name to promote the movie and to get people to come see the movie when it came out and to watch it. But he only had the 2-minute role in the whole daggone movie. False advertisement. Now let's go back to the original statement in the beginning of the movie, like in the beginning of this video. Like I said, you celebrities, come on, I thought you were smarter than that. Like Eminem said, he don't bother going to these awards no more because it's like, yo, y'all not gonna keep using my name to promote y'all show, but you don't give me nothing. So that's what all y'all celebrities should be. I'm not going to your shows for what? So you can keep showing me in the audience and put on all your brochures and everything. Start, this person gonna be here, this person, that one, that person. But then when they get there, you give them nothing, but you use them to promote your show. False advertisement. Peace.